Howdy, my name is James Payne and I'm doing a video tutorial for the complete guide for customizing a single player mod, version 2. I'll just add that version 2 as if the title wasn't long enough. This was originally a text tutorial made by my old pal Pilton or Pluton or Plutonium or whatever his name is. He's updated his tutorial many times. And he's just done an update just for me. Thank you very much. And so I'm updating my tutorial, or just doing a plain new one, so it corresponds with his. He has mentioned me down here, right here, and I thank him for that. Anyway, let's get started, shall we? A little bug report before we continue. I've actually got a little balloon down here that tells it. Remember to use Notepad. Yes. In a moment we're going to be doing some scripting, and some text editors like EditPad chop off a big chunk of the script files and forces the source engine not to read it. Well, it can't read it, in fact. So always remember to use Notepad. Hold on, there's an ant here. There we go. I'm surrounded with ants because it's summer. So forgive me if I scratch or anything like that. Anyway, yes, I'll put this balloon away until we need it. It's a nice little reminder. Anyway, yes, our first port of call would be Source SDK. I've got all this written down. And you'll find Source SDK under the Tools tab in Steam, right here. So just double click on that and you find yourself here. Okay. Firstly, make sure you have Half-Life 2 selected down here, because if you don't, things could be disastrous and you won't be able to follow along. Anyway, once you got that selected, double click on Create a Mod. And the Create a Mod dialog will appear, as you see here. Now you want to make sure that Modify Half-Life 2 single player mod is selected. In later times you can make a multiplayer mod once you've conquered the single player conquest. You can also start a mod from scratch or edit the source code only, but that is for extremely advanced users that have Visual Basic on their computer. But for now we'll stick with modifying a single player mod. Click next, and now we'll need to enter a directory for the source codes, the bare bones of Half-Life 2, will be stored. I suggest putting it in under the C and then your mod name here. That's always handy. As this is a tutorial and I'm going to be following along, I'm going to name my mod okay, and enter the mod name. Again, this is your mod name, so my mod. Just keep in mind, whenever I put my mod, you put the name of your mod. Not your mod as your mod as in Brink of War or something. Okay, so once you've done that, click next, and it will copy all the files. Now, you'll just recall a couple of seconds ago, I said Brink of War. That's actually the name of my mod, which I'm developing. If you want to visit my website, it's bow.hlgaming.com. I hope you visit it. I've actually finished the client scripting a couple of hours ago, actually, and we hope to release it soon. There, thanks to the magic of video editing, we're done in a couple of seconds. Okay, once it's done, finished copying all the files, just click next. You don't want to read README because you've got real live README right here. So once you're done with that, click Finish and close Source SDK. Okay, so once that's done, you can go to Source Mods, which is in Steam Apps, which is in Steam, which is in your program files, which is in C or G or whatever you have Steam on. You know what I mean. So just go to Steam Apps, Source Mods, and you have your mod right here. And here's all your mod files. Not much, is there? Don't worry. There's actually going to be a lot less in a minute, because we're actually going to have to delete a lot. I've got a hell of a list here. Okay, so let's get started deleting some files. Now the files we're going to delete are files we don't need. So let's start in the scripts. No, we're not. Let's start in the resource folder. Okay, I'm actually going to put this in detail, so you have a good list of it. Okay, from this, just select all of it. And what we don't need, what we do need, in fact, is, I'm holding down Control by the way, Client, Scheme, Game, Menu, and Half-Life 2 English. Everything else you can just delete, because we don't need it. Good. Now, go into the scripts folder, which is right here. Put this in list, detailed list again. Select it all. I just did Control A. And the things we do need, it's only 3 things, I'm holding down Control, is chapter backgrounds, game info, and liblist.gam. Here it is. Delete everything else. 117 items deleted. Okay, now we need to create some folders for customization. Okay, firstly you need to create a folder which is called CFG. Oops. There we go. We also need to create a folder in here called Maps. You also need to create a folder called Materials. And you also need to create a folder called Media. Okay, inside Materials, you need to create 2 folders, one of them called Console, and one of them called VGUI. And in VGUI, you need to create a folder called Chapters. Oops. Mind how you spell these. And then Chapters, now am I kidding? No, that's it. So you have a basic structure of this. Okay, now we do create some files. First of all, we need to copy one first. Silly me. Okay, you need to go to your Half-Life 2 game, which is in here, in HL2, and then CFG. You have Valve RC. Right, just copy that and paste it in here. Lovely. Also in here, in the CFG folder, you need to create 3 files. One of them, it's called chapter 1.cfg. Yep. Now I might as well mention here, I've set my PC to show the extensions of files in their file name. Now you may not have that on your computer, so here's how to activate it. Go to Control Panel, which is under the Start menu. Go to Folder Options, and under View, go down here, which is this one. You need to untick this. click apply, OK, and you should to just about every file. Okay, that's just a bit of a heads up. Okay, we also need to create chapter 2 and chapter 3.cfg. So I'm just going to copy and paste and edit this. Chapter 2 and chapter 3. Lovely. Now we need to create a text file in media, in here, which is called startup vids. Where's my text thing gone? There it is. You do need capitals on this point. There we go. Okay, now at this point, if you have any maps that you want in your mod, it's a good idea to put them in the maps folder. If you don't know, maps extension is BSP. Yeah. Okay, next, let's actually get right into scripting. I'm just going to bring this in. There we go. Okay. Yeah, let's get to some scripting. Okay. First of all, we're going to focus on the background of a menu. Now, you know in Half-Life 2, you have a 3D background of the plaza, in-game plaza. Now, you can do that too, but we're going to do the static picture. I will also show you how to do the 3D background as well, but first we're going to focus on the static picture. Now, first of all, you need to download some stuff. Here are the links. Okay, first one is a plugin for Adobe Photoshop. Now, it makes Adobe Photoshop recognize the VTF format. It means you can create pictures and save in the VTF format. That's this link. The second one is VTF Shell. That will make Windows Explorer visualize your VTF files. That's that one. And this one is a VTF Explorer, which is just like Windows Explorer, but except it's for VTF files. It's got lots of cool features. I suggest you check it out. There's the link there. Now, I might as well say here, if you haven't got the gist already, you're going to be needing Adobe Photoshop. Anyway, let me just quote some wording in the actual manual. I've got paper here. Unleash your magic and create your future background picture in Photoshop. So I just like that unleash your magic part. It's just almost inspired. Almost. Anyway, let's do what the nasty paper says. Yes, so let's create something in Photoshop. Thankfully, I have Photoshop minimized. Unthankfully, it's not very good at unminimalizing. Oh dear. So now Photoshop's been launched. Let's just scale it down to your size. Okay, that's good enough. Yes, you need to create a background picture. This is the static background to your main menu. So go ahead and be inventive. Or if you're not inventive, get your artist guy on your mod to do it. Oh yes, I'm going to be doing this as well. So you can either follow me or just do something by yourself. Let's think here. Oh, I'm infested with ants here. Blimey. Anyway, yeah, that looks reasonable. I'm just going to insert some text as well. How's my RAM doing? That's okay. Yeah. Yeah, that looks okay. I wouldn't use it in my actual mod, but looks okay. Now, once you've completed your background, you're gonna need to change it a bit. Yeah, I know. I didn't change. I didn't tell you, but this is kind of important. For some reason, the source engine needs the image dimensions to be of a power of 2. Don't ask me why, it's just how it's made. So, you need to stretch your image to the size of 1024 by 1024. Okay, once you've done all the stretching and whatnot, just go to save as. And if you followed my instructions correctly, I'll just back out of here. Just browse to where we want to save this, Materials Console. And down here, if you follow my instructions correctly, you should have the VGF format. Okay. Save this under the name of background 01.vtf. There you go. So, you've just done your chapter background. Be pleased. I know I am. Okay, so, once you've done all that, you need to tell the source engine to load the static background. So, what we need to do is go to the scripts and go to chapter backgrounds. Yeah. And you'll find all this junk. Well, it's not really junk. I think you can understand it a bit. Just cut out all of this, so you're left with this. That's all you have to do. And save. Okay. Next, we need to edit the Valve RC. So go to, where is it? Is it in CFG? Yep. Valve RC is here. And you need to comment this. Now a comment is 2 forward slashes, and a comment means the source engine will ignore that line. And save. Okay. And now the 3D background map should be replaced with a constant static image. Now, if you actually want a 3D map loaded in your background, you're going to have to leave the files copied by Steam intact, and insert the static loading background image, the one before the main menu background image or map is loaded, as a different theme from your 3D background map, like a loading logo of your mod or team. The editing of the VTF file is exactly like the static background explained before. Or you can just insert a blur image previewing the 3D map that will be loaded into your main menu background. In that case, it will be exactly like Half-Life 2. Editing is the same as the static image. I hope you got that. The 3D map used for your background has to be located in the maps folder and named background01, which is the same name as your static background image. Okay, now we've done customizing the background image, let's carry on with the actual menu. Now, you can actually put your own font into Half-Life 2. Oh yes, it's very versatile. Now to do that, you need to go to the client scheme.res, which is in your resource folder, in here. And you need to go down here to client title font, so it should be, if I've done this 4 million times, I've missed it, haven't I? Here it is, client title font. Okay, before we do this, you need to choose your custom font. The reason for this is you can't use Half-Life 2's font. I guarantee you cannot use it, because all it has inside its font is HALFLIFE 2. Now, unless your mod title is called Live Fife, I recommend you use your own custom font. But that was the fastest I've ever thought. Anyway, yes, let's choose your custom font. I'm just going to go to my font folder, which is right here. Yep. Here we are. And let's choose a font. Now, the font has to be a true type font, which is one of these with TT on it. Okay, let's find one. Oh, the choice, the burden of choice. I've actually got one here called Balaboom, which is a very good font. If you find it, you will tell me, won't you? Balaboom. Balaboom. It's Oz, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, I know where it is now. Now, as if by magic, the font is in my clipboard. Yeah, so I'm just going to paste it here. Ta-da! Oh, I'll just give you a preview here. There, doesn't that look nice? Okay, once you've stopped ogling my font, remember this name. Okay, you're going to need it in a second. Oh, that's... Anyway, yes. So it's just something interesting, that's all. Back to client scheme.res and back to the client title font. You need to put in your font name, which I just made you memorize. And by accident, I forgot it when telling you to memorize it. Yes, it's this one here. So I'm just going to type that in here. Make sure you get the capital letters correct and the space correct, or else everything will go haywire. You can adjust your font properties here by how tall it is and its weight and anti-aliasing and whatnot. I'm just going to close this and save. Okay. Yes, I maybe memorize that. Yep. Okay. Let's go to the bottom of this file now, and you'll find this line here, uh, you're going to need to add another line. Just follow my lead. You get the point here, don't you? It's 1, 2, 3, and if you want more fonts, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right up to 255. Tab twice, and your font is in resource. Ooh, nah. Not going so well, is it? Resource / and your file name, which is here. I've just simplified it a bit. bb.ttf and save. Okay. You can have as many fonts as you like, but remember, each font you add, you're going to have to send to the client downloading a mod as well. So just remember that. Okay. Moving on. Let's edit the actual menu. You know what I mean by actual menu. I mean this time, new game, save game, load game, whatnot. That stuff. Yes, exciting stuff. So let's go to game menu, as you guessed, and you'll come up with this stuff. Now, what you can edit is the label, which is here. Now, you know that here you have a hash and then some creepy junk. Well, that was part of the stuff we deleted, so you don't have to worry about all that. I recommend you rename all of this actually, or else in label you'll just come up with this junk and you don't want your client seeing it. So you can tell which label is supposed to be which by just looking down here in the command. So in resume game you just have resume life. You can customize this however you want. You're not limited. In new game I'll put new life. Load game, load life. Save game, save life. Friends I'm going to put as either lives. In options I'm going to put edit life. That's spelled wrong. No, I was right first time, I think. Don't email me because I've spelled something wrong. I get that so many times. Please, I'm only 15. And in quit I'm going to put end life. And save. Good. You can change these to anything you want again. You're not limited to anything. Okay. Now go to client scheme.res, and down here, just down here, over here, behind manager, you have this stuff. Now here you can edit the position of your the title inside the menu. Hold on, I have a bug. Haha, I got on some sticky paper. Haha. Anyway, yes, this changes your position of the title inside your menu. Actually, the comments explain it a bit better. Top left corner of the Half-Life 2 in the main screen, and these are coordinates for it. If you get my meaning, you can leave these how they are because they look nice. Okay, I don't think you should change these at all. And save. Okay. Now let's actually tell the source engine what the name of your mod is. So let's go into the root folder, No, hold on, what's it doing? Yeah. The root folder, and it's in game info. Okay, in here you have this first line. In fact, you can edit those tabs a bit. And you have game Half-Life 2 mods. Now you can change this almost automatically to my mod. Okay, the game, it tells Steam to display the name of your mod in the Play Games menu window. Okay, let's add a few more lines, shall we? Let's put one above game called name, and name is my mod. Name is needed to tell the game engine the names of the chapters inside the new game menu. Okay, that's kind of a must-have there. The next line is title. Title will tell the game engine to change the default Half-Life 2 title with our custom one. So in the actual menu screen, you instead of Half-Life 2, you have my mod. Now, one clever chap, Imad, from the Half-Life 2 forums, I've pointed out, you can have title 2. Now you can have this as demo or alpha or made by the people of mod team or whatever you want. I'm just going to put 8-ball here. No, in fact, I'm just going to put my email address in that. Okay, next you're going to have icon. I'll talk about that later. I'll leave it blank for now. Next you can have homepage. Now, homepage will be the link to the game homepage. Now, this is for the game homepage. Okay, so just remember it's for the game homepage. Yep. Next we can have developer. I'll just clear this up a little. There we go. Developer will be mod team. I mean, if you have a name for your mod team, like Valve Software, for instance, you can put there. And now next, you put a developer URL. Now this is different from your homepage. This is the homepage of your developers. So let's say, sorry, I just see a whole load of ants. If someone can name a good ant repellent, I would like to hear it. Email it to me. Yeah, so developer URL. So let's say the homepage would be for, let's do an example for Half-Life 2. The homepage would be www.halflife2.com, and the developer URL will be www.valve.com. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know what this could be. You get what I mean, don't you? I hope you do, anyway. Next would be, and last would be, manual. Now this could be a link to your manual, obviously. Yep, okay. And save. Okay, let's move on now. About that icon thing. Now, this is very good. This will be the icon next to your mod in the game's menu. Okay. Yeah, right. I'll just make a quick one. Now, this will have to be in the TGA format and be dimensions of 16 by 16. The maximum dimensions could be 19 by 19, but I recommend you do 16 by 16. This can be just about anything. I'll just do a gay multicolored thing. Something like that. Save as and save in the resource folder. Resource. Make sure it is in the TGA format. And name it. What shall we name it? You can name this anything. Icon my mod. And save. Save this in 24-bit. Okay. Go back to game info text and enter the directory of that icon we just saved. So I saved that in. I can't remember now. Oh yeah. Resource /icon _ my mod. You don't need to put the extension on that. The source engine will figure that out. And save. Okay, so you've done all that cool stuff with the main menu. Let's carry on. Now, because this is your mod, you want your name on everything. I mean, if someone's searching through these files, see, oh god, that looks good. Oh, how do you do that? How do you do that? And then they find out, oh god, it's a mod for Half-Life 2. So you need to put your name over all the Half-Life 2 labels. So let's do that. In scripts, go to game info. It'll pop up with this file. And just change these names. I'm going to change this to my mod and change this to my mod. Yep. And save. In scripts, yeah, open up liblist. Change this to my mod. This is actually where you put the start. No, it isn't. Sorry. Forgive me for that slander. Just clear that stuff out and save. This is not where you put the starting map in. I'll show you where to put that in a minute. Yes. Okay. Now, what we just did there was useless, but we just want to put our names on everything, don't we? Okay. Now, here's the interesting bit. Do you remember we created a file called startup vids in here? Well, guess what that means? It means you can put a starting up video into your mod. So when you start up your mod, it comes up with a video. You know, something like a pre-render or something. But if you do that, it looks really, really, really cool. Now, to do this, what you need to do is put your starting up video in media. I was in there already. And in startup vids, just type in the directory of your video. I'm not going to say that because I don't have a video. If you do that, and save. Okay. You can also have custom background music. Now, isn't that cool? Custom background music to your menu screen. Just go to CFG and open up Valve RC, or even before that, in media. Yeah. Put your song in media. I'm just going to dish out something. What should I get? Oh, I know. Oh, a bittersweet symphony. That's a good one. There we go. I'm just going to rename this music just to simplify a bit. Yeah, so anyway, back in Valve RC, add play ... You must have those dots, by the way. Media / music.mp3. And yes, the source engine can play MP3 files. It's very robust. And save and quit. Okay, so moving on. Okay, let's deal with the chapters, and this deals with starting up map as well. Okay, let's go into the CFG file, and you remember we created chapter 1, chapter 2, and chapter 3.cfg. Well, in here, let's just do an example in chapter 1. Let's say your chapter 1 map was chapter 1 map. You put in here map and your map. Simple. That's all you have to do. And save. Hold on. Your chapter 1 map and save. Okay, that's all it would be. The map would have been the map folder, but you get my meaning. And you do this. I'll just copy this. You do this in chapter 2.cfg and chapter 3.cfg as well. Just change the map names and save. And save. Okay. Cheap as chips and simple as the dictionary or the Excitopedia. Okay, let's go into the resource folder now and open up. No, let's not open up that yet. Let's rename this to my mod. Yes, this will still work. Now, a word of warning. A very big word of warning, actually. When I was scripting Brink of War, as you know, Brink of War had spaces in it, and I had a bit of trouble with the chapter names. Now, this was because of this. Remember, you can put spaces in here, but only if there is actual spaces in your mod name. Okay. So if you graffitied your whole mod with your mod name with the space in, make sure you put the space in there as well. Okay, so once you've renamed that, open it, and you'll come up with all this absolute and utter crap. Literally. Okay, what we're going to do is highlight this, and you never guess what? Delete. I told you I'd never guess. Okay, now add these lines. Now the only thing you're changing there is the word my mod. Replace it with your mod name. Okay? Now, this is a label. You can name this anything. This will actually appear in your graphical user interface. I'll show you it later. And the same thing goes for the next two lines. Just rename these. And save. Good. Moving on. So what we've done here is added 3 chapters and named them, and a lot of other stuff. I'm sure you'll figure it out sooner or later. When customizing a new single-player mod with multiple chapters, the game will lock your chapters and leave unlocked only the first one. So when you need to test your work for a custom chapter, second or third or 255th, the option to have the custom chapters unlocked from the beginning is found. Hold on, let me just translate because I was just reading from the piece of paper here. You know how when you go to play Half-Life 2, only Chapter 1 is unlocked and Chapter 2 and 3 is locked. Well, you can unlock as many as you want, and the option for that is in CFG folder. My throat's starting to hurt now. And in what? Hello. Ah yes, I sense this is a bit of a hack. Well, not a complete hack. It says here it can be found in the config.cfg folder. Now that only appears when you play the game. So leave it be, shall we? If you do have a chance to edit it, which you won't, because when you actually send this out to the people, you'll have to actually send this as it is now. You won't be able to play it, because when you play it, you get your own customizations in it, and you don't want to send that to everyone. Okay, anyway, let's start with the chapter pictures. Now, you know in Half-Life 2, you have chapter pictures. Well, you can have that too, obviously. Now, the image size is 256 by 128, and it is in the VTF format. Now, there's a bit of a problem for this. The Source Engine only reads the top left bit of a picture, so your bottom right bit gets completely ignored. I'll show you what that means in a second. But for now, create 3 pictures, 256 by 128 in the VTF format, and put them in Materials VGUI chapters. I'll just do this now. New what am I doing? Oh yes, 256 by 128. I best drag that out. Drag this in. I know. I'll just get one of my pictures in there. Let's think. Okay, this is a good one. A nice picture of me. I'm just going to stick that in here. And then drag it in here. It's a bit small, so I'm just going to enlarge it. Like this. Now, you realise that it's only covering a small portion, but don't worry, because in fact I'm just going to put another one in there, just to be safe. Now don't worry, because I'll show you why I've done this in a minute. Oh, how handsome he is. Okay, once you've configured this, thank you, Zernom. Once you configure this, save as in materials VGUI chapters in the VTF format, named as what shall I name it? I shall name it Chapter 1. Save as and OK. And minimize. You see it's right there. I'll just put it as thumbnails. How nice is that? I'm just going to copy this and paste 2 more times. Name this Chapter 2. And name this Chapter 3. Good. A parade of my face. Right. We're very near the end now. I'm just going to clear my workspace up. Close this. Stop my emails getting to me. Close that. What's that? Oh, yes. Yes, okay. You may now take a look at it in Steam. Take a look at your mod in Steam. So I'm just going to launch it. Ah, here we are. Okay, I just downsize this for you all. And, brink of war, here we are. My mod. Doesn't that look fantastic? Okay, and I will allow you to launch it. And I will launch it as well. Preparing to launch my mod. Doesn't that sound so good when it's actually your mod? Here we are. Ha. Welcome to my mod. Now, I don't know if you can hear it, but I've actually got music playing in the background. Now, as you can see, we have a background picture with my mod. That's actually in the picture. This is the title, and this is title 2. Here are the custom menu. And now, you remember that the actual pictures were like this. Well, it only takes it from the top left bit, as you can see. Okay. Yeah, that's about the whole song of it. You can see the mod titles there. And that's just about it. Some last minute adjustments might be needed. Such as just needing to be now to the left. I'll just quickly do that now. I don't actually remember where it is. I am going to guess that's in here. No. Ooh, this is a little too embarrassing. Ah, yes, by the way. Here's the config CFG I was talking about in a moment, earlier on. And here is somewhere in this tiny into a file, SV. There we are. SV unlock chapters. You can change this to 3 if you want all 3 chapters unlocked or whatever. Yep, last minute's adjustments. I was getting to that. I really was. Oh yes, client scheme, that might be it. Yep, here it is, secondary title. I need nudge to a left, so change this to 200, save, and relaunch that. There. I've done my last minute adjustment with the secondary title. There's a primary title. Background, chapters. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Well, that's it for me. I hope you've enjoyed this 62-minute and 27-second tutorial. I'm actually quite proud of it. I think that's my longest ever tutorial. My name is being James Payne. Feel free to email me at jamesepayne@hotmail.com. I'll just write these down. My Brink of War mod Euro is that. I must give some credit to what's his name again? Pluto or Platoon or whatever his name is. I really can't remember it. His email address TIUT@yahoo.com. I hope that's right. Yeah, that's right. And I hope you enjoy it. My name has been I am James Payne, and I hope you keep your eyes peeled for some more of my tutorials. Keep modding, people. I love it.